All right. Hey, welcome back to a WL Radio Show. I'm Redneck Pimp, Richie King, the bad man of comedy. Tonight we got a messed up show for y'all. We're gonna bring on our other host just a second. Commander's not here present time. He's on his way. Trust me. If not, hey, we'll handle it. Or me and Devil Doc, who's here, we'll handle it ourselves. So without further ado, let me bring on this guy. Now, I was introducing him from North Carolina, but I recently understand that he moved. Right, he moved to Pennsylvania. So now he lives in Pennsylvania. He's going to get married. He's got a good life ahead of him. What the hell he hangs around me for, I don't know. But he's a good guy. He's in the Navy and a Marine. We're handling things. Navy's and Marine handling. They call him Devil Doc. He was a corpsman. He put up with Marine stinking butts, stinking feet, all that. Give you WO welcome to our part-time host, Mr. Devil Doc. Devil Doc, sir, how you been?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you doing, sir?
All right, brother. Hey, share this out, man. We're having technical issues on my phone, and I can't share it out.
No problem.
So
Gotcha.
Anyway, share it to my account. Just run it down to our whole list. We got some of the same friends, so just put it on there and see if we can't get a bunch of people on here. Sucks when you have technical difficulties and you're an idiot. So, but that's kind of a bad deal. Dean Cerny, right out of the gate, brother. Thank you for joining in, man. Look at you, right out of the gate. We appreciate it. Want to get the rant done here real quick. I got to play you something. I know it didn't come up. Never mind. I can't play it. Never mind. I can't get it. Yeah, I'll get it later. Well, let's get in my rant. I was into the store, minding my own business, just getting my stuff. And this lady, I had on a necklace that had a buffalo tooth and a wolf tooth. Okay. Obviously, being native, I wear things like that from time to time. Okay. She came up, she was admiring them, and I appreciate that. But she says, "Well, I don't wear anything, comes from the earth. Almost just man-made."
Yeah.
I looked on her finger. It was a giant rock on her finger, giant diamond. And so I was minding my own business, and then she said, "Yeah, I don't wear turquoise," because she's admiring my rings and everything, So no, I don't wear anything that comes from the ground. I paused for a second. And ma'am, you do know that thing on your arm or on your finger is a rock. No, it's a diamond. I said, "No, have you ever heard the term, look at that rock, the size of that rock? It came from the earth. It's a rock. A diamond is a rock." She looked at me and she just turned real ghostly white. She goes, "No, sir. My things are all man-made." I had nothing else to say. The comedy left my body. Normally I got something smart to say, something little witty, something. I'm like, there's that type of people on this planet. They are that type of people. Google is free. Even though it's biased, it's still free. It'll give you information about rocks.
Yep.
I didn't know what to. I just grabbed my stuff and I took my teeth. It wasn't man-made, by the way. Mine wasn't man-made. Okay, mine was made by an animal. Anyway, I took them. I went on. I was at Smithville getting ready to perform. Right, we had a booth up there, and a great show, great time performing.
Wow. I'd love to hear her thoughts on Homo sapiens.
Yeah, I wish I had that video. Every doctor does it.
Yep, or in the barracks. Hey, can you have Doc come take a look at this real quick? Does this look okay to you? Hey, what the hell is this? I don't know what I did last night, but something ain't right. I don't know what's going on. I don't feel too good.
Meanwhile, she walk around covered in dirt. Yeah, she is. Steps on dirt. She's where we scope. I had a lady go back and show mom. Had a lady that said that she's admiring my jewelry, but she only wears man-made stuff, nothing that comes from the earth. Meanwhile, she had a giant diamond on her finger, and she didn't know diamonds were rocks. Yeah.
She probably thinks that Leonardo DiCaprio actually is South African.
Yes, they do have lab created stones, but the one she had came from the ground. Some people should not be allowed to come out of the house without supervision. Okay,
or procreate.
or an apology letter tied to them, pinned it to their shirt. Apology letter. You know,
Yep.
That comedian that said it right, Bill Engvall, said that people shouldn't go out in public unless they got a sign that says "I'm stupid." Then you won't even bother with them. You just let them walk on by. Oh, he's stupid. Oh no. Oh yeah, okay, buddy. How you doing? Yeah. I mean, I had nothing because diamonds don't come from the earth. I know, right? Anyway,
Wow.
so we're going to cover a couple topics today. You got your topic hand down, do you?
Mhm.
Well, we're going to start real quick. Let me see. We're going to start about. This has taken up a lot of our time. It really has. It's all over the news. It's everywhere about equal pay for women, and they bring this up all the time. Equal pay for women, and this includes women's sports. And if you see here, Steph Curry makes $293,000 a game, or excuse me, after playing 2 quarters. All right. This woman here makes $228K
A year.
a year. Now, first of all, she ain't Steph Curry. Okay.
No.
He can rain threes from, my thing is this. Now, I'm not offending any women. I love the women, but I like people being real. The reason, and this is just my opinion, come from one redneck. The reason women's sports don't make as much is because, quite frankly, it don't pull people. It doesn't pull people, right? It don't put asses in seats. Why? I don't know. If you're a purist, because I'm gonna tell you a little secret: women shoot a basketball a lot better than men do. The men ain't always try to dunk. Women ain't always try to dunk it all the time. They got a lot of them got a pretty shot.
Way prettier shot.
And it's fundamental. It's what you teach your children. I mean, when I was playing basketball in high school, my coach said, "Hey, watch a woman shoot." What? He goes, seriously. Yep. Even though my aunt wasn't making the shot, her technique, right? Because it was pure. And so, oh, look what just came aboard. My phone just started working. Ain't this something? Good, we shared out. So, what do you think? Am I right or wrong? I mean,
you are not wrong, and you're also right, because, like, my thing is, like, the women's national soccer team should be getting their pay, because when what they went through to what the men have done,
right,
is they've done way more for the sport of soccer than the men's team.
Oh, absolutely.
But like when you look at the WNBA or any of these other leagues, granted the WNBA now is the backdoor sponsor of the NBA, which is good. But I think these WNBA teams need to put forth more of a marketing campaign to put more butts in the seats.
Yeah. But I mean, let's be honest. How much of that though is the product? You know, like how many women? There's a women football league. Okay, it's not doing well.
No,
because you don't see women hit each other running 20, 22 miles an hour, right? Bouncing up and going. So they try to make it, where they lingerie. Well, a lot of times that lingerie thing turns other women off.
Yeah.
Okay. And a lot of men for that matter. So marketing, quality of product.
Like the WNBA now compared to when it first came out, I'll take this WNBA.
Yeah. And it's still not.
It's not up where it should be, but the viewership has gone way up in the last 20 years.
Yeah. Now, this whole Brittany Griner thing has really done a lot. They're wanting to get it out of Russia. The problem with that is Russia got money.
Mm-hmm.
They got their own league. Okay.
Yep.
Do you really want to go there and take it away? I mean, is there any other way we can do this? I don't know. They don't have what the men. If NFL football's over there, it would rule.
Oh, yeah. But what a lot of people also don't seem to realize is a lot of these women,
Mm-hmm.
especially in the WNBA, because their season is so short, they go and play over in Europe, like what Brittany Griner was doing. She played for a Russian team.
Yeah, she played for both the United States and Russia.
Yeah,
sure did.
I think she was coming home, she was coming home from her season in Russia.
Yeah, to get ready to play over here.
And they never talk about what they make overseas.
No, well, I mean, come on, they really ain't. To be honest with you, they're not really hurting as athletes.
No,
they still make more than the average Joe sitting there watching the game. They're making more than you and I are. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah.
But I've heard a lot of people say, "Well, we need better product." You know, I don't know. I don't know. It used to be it was neat to watch the women run around and play like men, but they're not men. They're not. And they can't do what the men do. Now soccer's a different deal. I think soccer, soccer, because I mean, there's no body blocking. I think women could go in soccer and play, and I also think women could go in baseball and play baseball. She'd have to be real good, but I think a woman could. Mm-hmm. But NBA take on NBA? No. Could they survive in a National Football League? No. You already see they can't survive with transgender men in swimming. Just can't do it. Can't do it. So, what's the next step? I mean, where do we go, Devil Doc? I mean, how I don't want nobody to think we're not being sensitive here, but they're on a crying about things. I mean, come on.
My only suggestion would be where there's a big name basketball team or a big name like baseball team, soccer team, then you have to put a women's team there, just to be fair. Because then they can piggyback off of like what the Professional Women's Hockey League does.
Right.
There's only like 8 or 9 teams, but those 8 or 9 teams are in the areas where the last Stanley Cups have come from. And that's where the women's national hockey team comes from.
And that's another sport. Could women
can freaking play some serious fucking hockey. Effing hockey. My bad. I caught myself.
That's another one. Can women play in men's hockey? So no. I got a friend of mine who had a suggestion. It's kind of stupid, but it's also kind of smart. He said, "You really want to end this debate, here's what you do. You open up all sports and just give women opportunity to play with the men. That'll show them right there. You need a league of your own.
Mm-hmm.
The ones who are good enough to stay can play. If they can't, they get a league of their own. As far as pay goes, hey, listen, put a better product out and you make more money. What pays the bills is asses and seats. It's the same way with comedy.
Yep.
Same way. Asses and seats. Comedy wants to make more money. Get funnier. Okay. I'm just being real.
Or find a smaller venue where you can fill the stadium better.
Even a smaller venue, you still got X.
Still got
X. If you want X and Y, make it. Get it. Put asses and seats.
If you're putting 20,000 people out for a basketball game, like what the NBA, the WNBA championship was, they were selling out. It's because they went to a smaller arena. Find a smaller seated arena.
Sometimes subtraction, or excuse me, sometimes addition by subtraction is the best way to go. It really is. Women's beach volleyball players should make more than Steph Curry. Yeah.
Oh, don't get my dad started on that debate.
Hard to hide the package in the Speedo. Well, yeah. And maybe that bring more women in there. Do get out of the way. Woohoo! Hi. Hey. You got a nice shot. I didn't shoot you, but you bounce good, baby.
He said He said that swimmer said he wasn't getting fixed either.
What? You know, I don't want to get our show in jeopardy. Somebody tried to get some jeopardy, but I fought it and I won. By the way, just because we're not giving misinformation on there. But that's a different show. I got a lot to say on that subject, but that's a different show.
There has to come to a point in reality where it's still a dude. Yeah.
You're not going to convince nobody.
Nope.
That don't want to be convincing. Okay. All right. So basically, you and I come to the same thing. If you want more people there, don't say we're not getting paid as much. It's not because you're not getting paid as much. It's because nobody's coming. Oh, that's me. Forgive me. Ignore me. My phone store working, so I'm trying to get in there and get our stuff together. So let's go to the second topic here real quick. You got your topic, Andy?
Yeah, the one you gave me earlier?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. The topic you gave me earlier was let me find it. It was things you would buy if you had money.
Yes, I forgot about that. Things you would buy if you have money.
Well, I started very small and then worked my way up. Like if it was a small amount of money, I would pay off all my bills and be debt free. The logical thing.
Right.
And then go from there.
Yeah,
if it wasn't
get funny with it though. You know what I'm saying?
If it was an exorbitant amount of money, I'm buying the Red Sox, the Celtics, the Bruins.
Monopolize.
I'm buying the Packers and getting rid of our stupid GM because that guy is a douche canoe from hell. Sorry. And then I'd buy an island. The biggest yacht, I'd buy that yacht from Jeff Bezos.
Jeffrey Epstein's island's for sale. Clean it all off, start over.
Oh
wash it real thorough.
I'd burn that. I don't want. I don't want to. No.
Fair enough.
Buy an island, buy Jeff Bezos's yacht, and I'd become Jeff Bezos's best friend, and we just party for the rest till I finally kick the bucket. And I'd probably buy a rocket ship so that way I could be the third dick in space.
Third dick in space. Well, I think if I had stupid money, I'd buy a big ass fountain, hand carved concrete, with me posing.
Would water be coming out of your nipples?
Oh no, they'd be coming out of the proper place. Water would be coming out of some elongated place. Okay, yeah. I guarantee you, mine would only be fit for the country in my front yard. I'll put it right in the freaking front yard too. Ain't no backyard bullshit. Okay, we tell my wife, look, lady. Okay, going right in the front yard. My grandkids are going to need therapy. Okay, I mean, I'd be squatting down. Big ass fountain. I'd have a stupid amount of cars that I don't need. I mean, I'd have one for every day of the week. I'd have my own special mailbox buggy. Okay, just a golf cart. I don't even golf. I'd have a tricked out golf cart to ride 200 feet from a mailbox, just mailbox and back. I don't care if it's wintertime. It'll give its own little path. I'll drive to the mailbox, drive back. That's it. Okay. I'd have a sign on that says I got lazy because of one term. Work smarter, not harder. That made everybody lazy because they're working so hard, right? So I'd have some stupid shit about it. I mean, you could have and be like, and he wonders why he's on medicine. So let's see what some of our fans say here. See what my viewers say about what they would buy. Mutual funds and life insurance. Well, woohoo. delete that image of you as a fountain.
It's kind of hard to do.
Yeah, it's already out there.
Would you be in an
Hey.
epic pose like you're hunting something?
Oh, I'm a goon, man. I mean, I'll say that for hunting. You know me, I'm a goon. It'd be like,
How many of those fountains would you have around the house?
oh, I would get enough until the wife starts packing a bag. Right? When she starts packing a bag, okay, she's done. Okay, so when she's done, guess what?
Okay, no more fountains.
Yeah, no fun. Then I'll move on to something else.
I'd make sure my house had an elevator in it.
And then I would buy after the fountain. I'd buy me the god awful ugly ass boat. Just redneck boat where it's like a half paddle with a feet, half motor. Okay, with a beer cooler. I mean, I might even have a little bitty guy. The plane guy, right? Handing me beers. Mr. King. That's how I say it. Mr. King. Another beer. I'd be like, man, I'm so messed up. You ain't shining there. You drunk on your time. Okay, well, don't be such a dick. So that's kind of some of the ignorant
Oh, that's hilarious.
shit that I would do.
A bowling alley in the house. Tattoo parlor.
Actually, bowling alley. No, I think I would go big ass fish tank that I could fish out of. I could sit in a lawn chair and just sit there and fish.
Yeah.
Right? It'd be full of catfish, full of bass. Just incredible. Just be like Donald Trump. Incredible amount of stuff. Huge amount of stuff. I just have stupid money just for stupid shit. I have the attitude. Listen, hey, I've earned this.
Yeah.
We're not playing. Anyway, that's something just like wrong with me. I don't know.
Oh, I don't see nothing wrong with that. I mean, hell, I'd even have a fountain.
But when you have something with you posing on it, see.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'd have a different fountain of me doing different things. And a new fountain would come up every day for every different day. I'd have a human chessboard.
Oh, that'd be cool. You can play underwear chess. You got your underwear with big chess pieces. You got to put them over your shoulder and line them nowhere. You don't make them too heavy because you want your wife to play with you too. Maybe have like a felt bottom where you can slide it in there, or some of that green astroturf bottom. You got to redneck that shit, right? You can push it a little bit, out there. We can have play hide and seek with statues. Stick your head and come out their butt.
Midget lawn bowling.
Oh, that'd be awesome. The beer, Mr. King. Yeah. Miles about bowling out. Yeah, like I say, bowling's okay, but basketball, I'd have one so big I could put a football stadium inside my house to play football.
I would love to do it. The comedy troupe Penn and Teller.
Uh-huh.
They live on, one lives on one side of the street, and the other one lives on the other corner. Mm-hmm. But they have a tunnel to their house.
That'd be it. Yeah, that'd be it. I'd buy all the way around me, and every house now I would do that.
You just pop up and be like, "Hey,
I know what I do. You know that thing they got now that you can get inside to it. You can get from Kansas City to St. Louis in like 10 seconds.
A teleporter. Yeah,
I'm gonna have 3 of them, one in each neighbor. A teleporting beers and shit. Beer, thank you. Beer, thank you. Yeah, moonshine. Hey, thank you. Yeah. So shit I do. Dean Turney said, "Pimp giving directions to the house. Turn left and look for the fountains. You can't miss them. Which fountain? Which one you want?"
Have the perverted fountains lining up the road to the house.
Yeah. I'd have a Sasquatch fountain holding his back. Yeah. get maybe like a get like a female Sasquatch. She named that. Hey. Dean's that way. So yeah, that's what we have with student money. What else would you have with student money?
Oh, I would have a in every room in the house there'd be a water fountain, but the water fountain would have something different. Like one would be like Hawaiian Punch, another one would be chocolate milk,
Ooh.
Mountain Dew.
Gatorade. H2O. Gatorade.
Yeah.
You mean trying to figure out which one? I don't know. Get them all.
have a bar in the house
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
with like
All right.
the world's longest rail ever.
I'm real shocked. Dean didn't put on. He'd have an entire train set in his house, human size, where you can ride the damn thing. You imagine Dean with no shirt on, taking TikTok videos on his train set in his house and going around.
Oh,
drinking.
that'd be. I think that's why he made the Sasquatch comment.
Julie said, "Bourbon waterfall." Well, that gives me an idea. Since I'm a lard ass, I want a chocolate waterfall. Hey.
Oh,
Now you don't want to take no. I don't want to take my diabetes score.
no, you got to. You'd have to, spice it up like every other hour or so. Like,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
the waterfall went away now. Now it's time for nacho cheese.
Guys, I had a great show this weekend. I was in Smithville. Sold quite a bit of merch, and Jeff Onyx and I put on a comedy show up there. People had a good time, made some good friends, and hopefully they'll get some coming to our show this Saturday, which segues in to Bang. Jeff Onyx, David Scott, and myself are going to be performing for you all this Saturday, 8 p.m. That's September 24th, 8 p.m. Tickets are $10 a person. It's a family-friendly show, so you won't hear me cuss, but I'll be pretty close. Okay, because I'm edgy, right? If you have any information, call me at 816-632-0350. I'll talk to you about it. But we're raising money from comedy vets to help with our veterans. Y'all know what we do here. We help the veterans out. A great deal. Also, we have some good news. How you doing, Josh Gator? We finally got Warrior Fest took care of. My goodness, it took me so long this year to get it. A lot of squabble and debate and everything. But Warrior Fest, November 12th, Cameron, Missouri. Same venue we had last year. This is it. There'll be no more Warrior Fest in November. I'm going to try to get Warrior Fest done right after Memorial. I don't want to take away from the significance of Memorial Day, and I don't want to go too close to Memorial Day when people are still sad, because I don't want people thinking about it's sacrilegious to have a good time. But actually, it's not. Veterans want you to have a good time and celebrate. So I'm going to try to get the first week of June, like toward the end of that week of June there, is where we're going to start having Warrior Fest. So we can have an outdoor venue, because I ran across this issue. People want to have it outdoors. People want to have it outdoors. The problem is, if you've ever been in Missouri in November, you don't know what the weather's going to be like from November. I've deer hunted in T-shirts in November, and I've deer hunted and bundled up where I couldn't hardly move. It's so damn cold in November. Okay, so we don't know. So having outdoors obviously is off. All right.
Yeah.
So we're going to try to get it where we can have it outdoors, have some vendors come in there, and we're going to sell some of the merchandise, just have a good old time. So this is it. This is the last year for Warrior Fest in November. Now, we're still going to do something in November. We're probably going to have a big poker tournament or something, big blowout thing for the veterans, where it's indoors, and we still televise and things like that. But anyway, that's what's going on. We're going to try to televise this year. The venue, they restructured, remodel, but they didn't add any internet service. Okay. If they do, it'll be on YouTube. It'll be everything we're showing on right now, except anything Facebook. It will not be on anything Facebook, because you know how they don't like live events, because they're, because they're, yeah. Being able to Pim's backyard. No, not in November, it ain't. Ooh. But I might have in June there. I got a big property we have there. Unfortunately, I won't be able to go as I plan to. That's okay, Julie. I'm gonna have a couple more. New idea. Come on, Warrior Fest with deer hunting season. Well, see, then that's another issue I've been running across. Sometimes it'll fall on opening day of deer season, like it is this year. I lost a great band because they're going to be in the tent. They're going to be in the woods, so they're not going to be able to come. So I'm going to be solving that problem by having it in June. Ain't nothing going on. Ain't nothing in June, but ladies, you got the ladies, in June, hunting for a shady spot in some parts of June. So we're going to cover that. So we got a show coming up, and then next week we got a lady coming on. I don't want to give away too much about it, but her and her husband going to be on the show. They're doing a ride for a loved one of hers, a Marine who was who committed suicide in 29 Palms, California. And 29 Palms, California is where that big accident happened to me when I was in the Marine Corps. And I'll tell you about it someday. But anyway, they're going to be raising money. The ride goes on November 5th. She's going to be on next week to talk about it. If you want to donate to them, you can. They're going to have side-by-sides, ATVs, mules, whatever you got to ride. It's a 50-mile round trip. It's all gravel roads. It's all back roads, just like Missouri. But it's in November, so she'll be on next week. Don't miss that show, guys. Her and her husband, good folks. They want to. They need your love for that. The wound is still kind of fresh. I don't know how long it's been since he committed suicide. However long it's been, it shouldn't have happened. So it doesn't matter if it's 5 years, 3 years, or yesterday. It's bad it happened. Yeah, we used to call it 29 Palms. You got 29 stumps, 29 Palms. We had different names for it.
I lived there for 5 years as a kid.
Is that right?
I hated it.
That's where I've never been there before in my life. I was in the Marines, obviously, and I had a sergeant says, "Hey, it's gonna be hot during the day, but you're gonna sleep in something at night because it's gonna get cold." I'm thinking it's 115 degrees. What are you talking about? It's gonna get cold. He said, "Trust me, King. I'm gonna show you something." He set a glass of water outside our hooch. We got it in the morning. That glass was froze solid.
Yep.
Okay. It thawed out as soon as the sun hit. It didn't take long to thaw out. I'm thinking, what? He did it again. Every single night, it was down below freezing. Every day, you were sweating your ass off. That's this. The creator had a sense of humor when he built that place. Now I'm gonna tell you right now. But yeah, that's where that's some bad things happened at 29 Palms. He really did. All right, our other topic we got real quick is I seen it on the news when we come in today, and I want to get you all. This is a serious deal. You hear a lot of people pushing defund the police. Okay. And much as I hate the popo, I'm not an advocate for it. I'm not an advocate for defund the police. And I'll tell you why. Because this is killing me to say, we need police. I've always been in a position. We need them, but retrain them. Because some of these guys are dumber than bricks. We give them firearms. We give them weapons that can take another human being down. They don't even know the law. I've always said it, and it's true. You can go ask 3 different police officers. Three different interpretations. Right, 3 questions. Makes it the same question. All 3 of them, you get 3 different answers. Okay, not their fault when that's the way they're trained. Okay, so I would have been a record to train them, give them training, but defund them, no. Some people are doing it because it's a racist reason. They say, well, they're out singling out black people to kill them. Although in my area, there's not a lot of black people. Rednecks ones get beat up around here, and I was abused by the police several hundred different times. I mean, not hundreds, but 3 handfuls of times at least. And I don't think they really go to work saying, "Yeah, well, I want to see what black guy I can single out." 3 or 4 do. If 3 or 4 out of 100, that's still too many. I don't think it's what happened. But they push it. They say, "Well, we need to retrain them to be sensitive to black people or brown people or whatever." I think the numbers are getting inflated, and I don't think we need to defund them. But I got a video if I can find it. Let me see if this is.
Can you repeat the first part of that? I missed that.
Yeah, a lot of people of color feel like they're unfairly targeted.
A lot of people of color. A lot of people of color. How many people of color have you talked to about that?
I mean, if you look at surveys,
which surveys? I'm happy to look at those stats, because I will tell you this: that I talk to people of color. I talk to all Arizonans. They're all concerned about the crime. Just because your skin isn't the same color as yours doesn't mean you want your kids to be walking down the street in an unsafe neighborhood. Every Arizonan wants safety and security in their neighborhood. It doesn't matter what your skin color is. And if you look at stats, you will look and see that police do not target people of color. That is a lie that's been perpetuated by the left and then spread and disseminated and respread in the media. Check the stats. Check the stats.
You don't believe that's an opinion a lot of people of color have?
I don't. I think you guys find one or two people, 3 or 4, and they're activists oftentimes, and then you spread that narrative. Go into a neighborhood and ask the people in neighborhoods that are minority neighborhoods, do you want fewer police? Do you want to defund the police? They will look at you like you are the craziest person on the planet. Nobody wants that.
And she's right. Now, there is still racist people. Okay. Cops having just as well as anybody else having. I mean, I know a guy who was a white trash man. He wouldn't take a black person's trash can. He'd skip that house and say, oh, it wasn't ready or something. He'd lie. Okay. All trash people shouldn't be racist, whatever. We can get into all that. There is cops that are racist, but are every one of them? I'd rather say no. No.
Yeah.
And it leads me doubled up because they say, well, we want to defund the police because we want more people of color in our areas because we're more apt to deal with people of our own color. True. In this area where I live, not a lot of blacks. You have blacks that live around here. We ain't got a lot of black law enforcement because that just no. We deal with them. However, to counter that is the reason we don't have a lot of black law enforcement because black people don't want to be police officers.
Nope.
They don't want it. I wanted to do something too, but I didn't want to be a cop after all the way they treated me. I didn't want nothing to do with it. My stepdad was a prick. Claussel, he was a monster of an individual. He was a cop. That already, and all the runs I had with him. I wanted to be a game warden. Kind of law enforcement, except at least I'm dealing with smarter people sometimes. Animals are sometimes smarter than humans, right?
Mm-hmm.
But cops, it's because black people don't want to be police.
Nope.
Black people don't want to take a job and BFE where you got 4 black people live for no pay, try to raise their family. They're just like everybody else. They want to pay too, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then have a stigma put on them. If they write some white man a ticket, he's going to say, that's racist. That black guy wrote me a ticket. Hello, genius. There's a number of white people around here. Yeah, he's going to write you a white man a ticket. Yes. So black people don't want to be, they don't want to be succumb to that bullshit. And I'm trying to cut so much on here, but they don't want to be part of that. What say you? What say you?
To me, it's always been a catch-22.
Okay.
You want more police, but then people complain that, oh, well, they're targeting only blacks or they're targeting only Hispanics. Okay. Well, what are these areas that are having these specific police-related issues doing for recruitment to get other races to be cops? Are there a need for it in these specific areas, or is it just like that lady said that's running for office, a spun narrative and flipped, unflipped, and then reflipped and flipped again to make it fit a narrative?
I'm gonna read you some numbers here. Here's why their narrative just doesn't fit. One reason why. White population. White alone, percentage of whites is 75.8%. Blacks or African American, 13.6. Okay, these are alone. These are not, 13.6. American Indian, my folks, 1.3%. Asian, 6.1% of Asians. Okay, you see how this is dramatically dropping down?
Yeah.
It's that's where the narrative is. There's more white people to take these jobs, is why they got white people in the positions. I mean, I don't like the racism in it either. I don't like the cops beating on them. I think they're stupid. Half of them are dumb and need to be trained. That being said, if you want it's like the NFL. The NFL's cried for years. Not enough black owners. Not enough black owners. We need to make black coaches. Making black coaches. Some of the owners say, well, wait a minute. I'm just not going to make him a head coach just because he's black. What if he sucks? What if he's terrible? I'm throwing money down there. I'm not going to, experiment for that.
Yeah.
Or black ownership. Okay, if buy it, black people buy it. There's no, well, they got no money. Give us money. No. Get your own damn money. And you want to buy a sports team? Buy the sports team. They sell them. They're all the time having new owners, one or two. Get your money together. Get your finance together, and buy a team. There's no law that says black people can't own sports teams.
Nope.
No law. There's absolutely no law. Because trust me, one thing billionaires understand is other billionaires. Okay,
Yep.
Money talks to these people, so they know.
Michael Jordan owns the Charlotte Hornets, and he has that NASCAR team, and he has a motorcycle team. Steph Curry is minority owner of the Carolina Panthers.
Mhm.
LeBron James is minority shareholder owner of the Boston Red Sox, the Boston Bruins, and Liverpool FC. Those are the only 3 black people I know that own a sports team.
Well, you got my own quarterback. One team can't think. Oh, Patrick Mahomes. He owns part of the Royals.
Oh yeah, Royals and
And
Sporting KC, the
Yeah,
soccer team.
him and his wife own the soccer team. So they're black owners, but they want black full owners. Get your money together. Get your money together. Asian 6.1. I found the rest of that report. Native Hawaiian and other Pacific Islanders, 0.3% of those folks. 2 or more races, biracial people, 2.9% of the population. Hispanics or Latino represent 18.9%. Okay, 18.9%. That's more than the black community, Latinos. White, non-Hispanic, or Latino percent. White alone, not Hispanic, are those 59.3%. And if anybody wanted to know how many veterans there were, veterans right now from 2016 to 2020 was a little over 17 million. So, and then that's what, 10th of the population?
It's like 1%, 0.1%.
Okay. So that being said, you got a lot of people crying about want to be owners. Where's it at? Where's it like this current administration? He's up there spewing right now. He doesn't want to lose because we'll go back to states not letting people marry who they want. Well, my question to that is, and I'm appalled by that. I want to know, okay, where are these states doing that? Because you can marry anybody you want. That's a law. That's always been a law.
Yeah.
He's even when Donald Trump was president, he never told you couldn't marry somebody else.
Mm-mm.
Interracial marriage has been going on since the Bible. Okay, didn't one of them dudes in there talk about having an interracial wife, a black wife, or a Chinese wife? Father Abraham had many sons, whatever it was, many different women. Who was telling you that you can't marry someone else? I'm biracial. My wife married me. I'm just saying. So I don't. You see him clogging up my airways and taking all this time about defunding the police or hiring more cops. You got too many white men in a position of power, captains, sergeants, majors, and things like that. That's probably because they've been there the longest. They've earned that title.
You got to move up the ranks. Yeah,
can't fire him for 20 years. Well, I'm gonna put this black gentleman there. He's been here 3 years. He's got to go in your spot. That's not how it works. Okay, but black people don't want to be police. How many times I've talked to them? They don't know. They want people trained right, but they don't want to be police. So it's evil is evil no matter what color. Yes, Julie, you're right. Why do we worry about what the ethnics and police or other career? And that's the same thing. Yes. Trash men. Why is there more black trash men than white trash men? Are they settling for that? Is it what they want to do? He's right. Why are we worried about so much? Why are we worried about so much about it? Why is there more white and Asian IT people Indian. And I don't mean, I mean, welcome to 7-Eleven. Those black people.
The ones with the dots.
Welcome to 7-Eleven. We got those intact. Is it because it's discriminating? No, it's because they weren't in them damn spots.
Yeah.
It's because they aren't them damn spots. So, I don't know. It's always race, and it's always,
It's always something. It's either race, or it's gender, or then it's not gender. It's then sex. So then it's like,
well, it's also a lot of this is misdirection. That lady you're talking about, she's running for office in Arkansas. Okay, the election's coming. All right, that's what it is. The election's coming. Certain political people are scared. All right, certain political affiliations are scared. That's going to be about a mass change going on. Now, I'm not saying the Republicans are any different because they're full of shit. So, I mean, come on.
Both of them are. Both sides of it. Yeah.
Yeah. And if you're sitting out there today and you're believing all these political people, I got something for you.
Yeah.
Whoa. You're worried about a comedian saying something. You got guys up there straight lying to your face.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, when you get the head of your country, the president of the United States says black people and Latinos are too stupid to run a computer. That's blatantly racist, and it ain't true. Okay. Because I'm mixed race and I can't hardly run a damn computer. Okay, I mean, come on. So, yeah. You want a job as a popo? Get a job. Listen, there's a lot of white people who don't want to be police. If you think about it, in your area, well, every time you have an election in your area of around here, you got a lot of felons and crack whores. So obviously they can't run. But a lot of times in your areas, let's take a rule, for example. Someone runs for sheriff. It's usually the same couple of people. Nobody wants that job.
Nope.
And usually white because of the area. Now, if a black guy ran and he won, great. Great. But it's just, who really wants to be a cop? And let's look at the other side. Who really wants to be a police officer when every time you're under scrutiny? Like you gotta know when to draw your gun. You gotta know when to draw your mace. You have to, if you did, you gotta think, well, you maced him because he's black. Oh, I maced him because he was an asshole.
Yeah.
Okay. I couldn't be a cop because I'd be in jail. Not like you think though. I would be in jail because I'd want to work in the children's division.
Yeah.
Okay. And if I seen in the children's division, if I seen children get molested or beat, I'm going to jail.
Yep.
They're going to arrest me too because they might be an accidental discharge on my firearm. Or might be an accidental, just 2 squirts of mace. It might be a half a can. Okay. And I know that. So therefore,
Yeah.
I know that. So therefore, I don't put myself there. And a lot of people like the same way. Roy Anthony, one of our hosts here on the WO Entertainment Network, he couldn't be a cop either. He sees somebody beating on women on the cop, he might not be able to stop. He knows that. He needs to maintain self-control. No, if you don't have that job, you don't need to maintain nothing. Where do we go? We don't know. Is it all election-based rhetoric? Just like that lady said.
Yep.
Nope. Commander, what do you say here? Anyway, is it all election-based? Yeah. Well, November. Is November going to change anything?
Probably not.
I don't know. What do you want to change? Inflation is still 8.6, something like that. Holding steady. They're all bragging. It's holding steady. It ain't supposed to be 8.6.
It's supposed
What
to
do
be
you mean
lower,
holding
but
steady?
been going up slowly.
Guys, Commander's not going to be able to make it. He's got some type of respiratory. It's hard for him to breathe. It feels like he got the wind knocked out of him. So we wish him the best and all that. I hate to see anybody, suffer. Dean says political fodder. Yeah, It is, and Crazy Joe is like, it hasn't gone up a month. Yeah, I remember him saying it. It hasn't gone up a month. It ain't gone down either, Joe. Okay, it went from 9.1 to 8.6. Does that mean the raise all the veterans are going to get? Does that mean now it might catch up? We might get ahead? No, because you got an 8% raise and inflation's at 8.6. You're still losing freaking money.
Yep.
So I don't. But is this all going to change? You know what? The world's not going to come to an end, but it's not going to change much. It's really not. Is Russia still going to be fighting Ukraine? Which, by the way, shout out to Ukraine. Okay, Russia should have completely and totally dominated them. That should have been over. That should have been over by now. It's not. So credit to them. I don't know how much longer Russia can. I know their economy is supposed to be bad and all this, and I don't know. China might be funneling money. I don't know. I don't know any of that stuff. I don't want to comment and get tagged as misinformation. But
that's a rabbit hole I don't want to go down.
Yeah, not yet, not right now. Let's take a break from all that for a second. Oh, here we got one more comment. I'm sorry. Julie says the Biden thought inflation was just an inch. He said inflation was just an inch.
Wow.
That guy's something else, man.
Every time I see Joe Biden, all I see is Walter from the Jeff Dunham puppet.
No, Walter's smarter. Yeah, Walter's smarter. All right, let's do some of our stuff here. Let's get into our
say what?
You don't say, and there he is. What? All right, here we go. First one. Moonshine, the original flume shot. Yes.
Still works.
Yes,
it does.
I can testify. So you're not the Terminator anymore. Negative. I retired. Now I kill bugs. I'm an ex-Terminator. If that's not a dad joke, I don't know what else.
That's the best dad joke I've seen today.
All right, let's get into some of these videos here.
Don't actually need gravity. Like, we actually don't need it.
What do you mean that we don't need gravity?
What if it was never invented?
Invented by who?
Sir Isaac Newton.
Isaac Newton created gravity.
Is that the rock lady?
Who
the diamond lady?
created gravity, babe? Dan.
What do you mean we don't need gravity? I'm curious.
The creator.
We just don't need it.
The guy that spun the earth.
Sorry, sir, no clue.
There's people living amongst us like that. She's a grown ass woman. Guarantee you she's went to college, or school, of some sort of school, because she's articulate. Whatever comes out of her mouth, woo! But she articulated out of there, okay? And she knew who Sir Isaac Newton was. She probably picked him off of Harry Potter or something. She don't know, but whoa. These are people that we deal with. These are people they give award-winning podcasts to.
She probably thinks that Sir Isaac Newton invented the Fig Newton.
Probably. She's probably mad right now. What do you mean? He didn't? I'm telling you, the story I told you a while ago, that's the people.
Mm-hmm.
That's our, woo! Let's try another.
Can you
The police
repeat
are
the
out there for
first
them.
part of that? I missed that.
Sorry, I got now. I played down for you. Listen.
That's what we're announcing today, is that through our Office of Election Crimes and Security, in conjunction with the Attorney General's Office and FDLE, the state of Florida has charged and is in the process of arresting 20 individuals across the state for voter fraud.
They say it never happened.
I
proved.
Mhm.
Saying. You can't say it on YouTube. Can't talk about it. All I'm telling you is people are being arrested for it. Democrats, Republicans. Let me see.
Yesterday, 2 Republican governors reportedly lured 100 asylum seekers, including children,
This lady's full of shit.
onto planes and buses with false premises and then abandoned them on the side of a busy road, thousands of miles away, with nothing but Ziploc bags of their belongings in hand. These were children, they were moms, they were fleeing communism. And what did Governor DeSantis and Governor Abbott do to them? They used them as political pawns, treated them like chattel in a cruel, premeditated political stunt. Why else would Governor DeSantis have spent the time to charter a flight to take migrants out of a different state, not even his state, a different state, and hire a videographer to capture footage of that flight, but not bother to let Massachusetts authorities know that migrant children in need of food and shelter were about to land on their doorstep? These vulnerable migrants were reportedly misled about where they were headed, told they would be headed to Boston, misled about what they would be provided when they arrived, promised shelter, refuge, benefits, and more. These are the kinds of tactics we see from smugglers in places like Mexico and Guatemala. And for what? A photo op? Because these governors care about creating political theater than creating actual solutions to help folks who are fleeing communism, to help children, to help families. Instead, they want to do political stunts.
We tried to reach out to the man who died in this pursuit. They were unavailable for comment. Micah, back to you.
What she's complaining about is what the president is doing to Texas. He's doing the same damn shit. Listen, I applaud these guys. Busting about Martha's Vineyard had lost their freaking mind. I don't know if y'all seen this or not. A busload of these guys went to Massachusetts and to Martha's Vineyard. And these white people just went, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? Lost their minds. Call the police. What the hell's the cop going to do? Police ain't going to do nothing. They ain't going to arrest the governor.
They were sent to a sanctuary city.
Yes, that's what they said. We're safe. We're safe. She calls them migrants. They're freaking illegal immigrants. Okay. Listen, these governors doing that, that's funny as hell to me. That's funny as hell. And you know where they're sending them, right? Democratic states. Ones that want to do this, want to run their mouth. Okay. They're not. And this was not a lot of children, a lot of women. Okay. So that's wrong. In the words of Donald Trump, wrong, badly wrong, fake news, wrong, terrible. That's not true. That ought to be the fact checkers on it ought to every time it comes up on Facebook ought to just bang hit it. Okay. Stupid is as stupid does. Biden went to UK to pay respect to the Queen, but Martha's Vineyard was too
Peoply.
You should play my Homo sapien video.
So the jet landed on the side of the road. Yeah. No, it didn't land on the side of the road. It had to land in the airstrip. They had to have a bus take these people. Yeah, the way they paint the picture is so damn stupid. Like we're not smart to figure it out, right? But I wrote a temporary joke. You know the Queen died, right?
Mm-hmm.
You see what the president did? The president wrote a letter. He said, "Dear Queen." He actually wrote a dead Queen a letter, right? He wrote, "Dear Queen, sorry for your loss. I'm on my way to see you. Love your music, by the way. We'll see you again, Elton John." Elton John writes a letter back, "Dear Mr. President, I'm still alive." Get it, Queen? Why would you write "Dear Queen" when you're dead?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He actually wrote a letter that says, "Dear Queen."
Mm-hmm.
And I'm no one medicated.
Hell, his wife is calling people breakfast tacos.
Let's move on.
And
I was watching this conversation unfold, and you're right. There are some physiological differences between men and women, and there are some jobs, whether women like it or not, or even men like it or not, that women are simply not built to do. So when you take like hand grip strength, which is a marker of strength in the scientific community, the top 10% of women can only beat the bottom 10% of men. And when you're talking about heavy lifting, heavy labor, hard labor stuff, women's pelvises are made for childbirth, which means that their thigh bones are tilted, which puts extra stress on their knees, which means when you're talking about heavy manual labor, hoofing it all day, it literally will tear a woman's body to shreds. Don't ask me how I know. The women's torso is longer because she's supposed to carry babies and it needs to push all that shit out of the way. So when we reach down and pick something up, it is physically more demanding on our body than men. Women average 9% shorter than men, and peak male bone mass is 50% stronger than women's. Men have a 66% stronger upper body and still a 50% stronger lower body. This is not my opinion. This is fucking science. The male muscle has more density and more fast twitch fibers, which means that it can recover faster and requires less blood to operate. Women's ligaments are thinner and softer. They're made to loosen and expand all over your body. And that does not translate well into hauling fucking roofing shingles up a ladder. It translates into joint laxity, which causes fucking injuries, which means women are a much bigger liability to hire. Think of all the back pain that women have just from their boobs. Now add in all of the outside forces that are affecting your body with a manual labor job. It's a recipe for a disaster. I'm not saying women are weak. I'm just saying that physiologically, scientifically, women are not as strong as men and are not built for the same kind of brutal manual labor. Can we do it? Absolutely. I've been doing it for 25 years. And I pay the price. Biology does not lie. Hard work always deserves respect. Not liking the truth doesn't change it. So instead of trying to be men, let's just fucking appreciate them.
Yep.
Anything she said you find wrong?
Nope. She hit the nail on the head.
And let's look at it another way. Women, we're good for chefs and stuff. Oh, hold on. Most of your top chefs in the world are men.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, there's that. You both know there are women out there that work circles around their male counterparts. Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely.
I own a construction company for many years. Y'all know that. And I hired this girl and her boyfriend. They needed a job. She had women problems. Her uterus was tilted or something that was always giving her pain. But she was there every single morning, right? She picked up shingles. She tore off the roof. She packed shingles, right? Look at her boyfriend's over gasping for air about noon. She's talking shit to him. She's calling him all kind of weenie and wuss and she was just working for 5 straight days until payday. She whooped his ass. It was so bad. She tore off what equivalent to 2 roofs. We were doing a 6 complex. Right? She did 2 whole roofs equivalent to whoever was by herself, and he did a half. And she carried shingles, and she picked up shingles. Just saying, wow. Anybody that does that type of work, knows it ain't no punk. And by the end of it, she's like, "Can I come back for another week?" I hired her back for another week. He's like, "No, I'm done with this, man." And she had problems. So there is women that can. And that guy
couldn't.
I don't want to say he's a wuss. He just not cut out for that type of work.
Yeah.
Maybe he needs to make her a sandwich.
Exactly. Maybe You just have to find your niche and the job you're cut out for.
Judy says, exactly. Not liking the truth doesn't change it. I wish some people applied to another situation. Well, you got all kind of people. Women, there's some women that can fight. Should I play it for them? Let me play it for them. Here's a scene. Now this is a movie scene, but this is actually, I had an aunt that could scrap. Okay, this lady reminds me of my aunt.
What the fuck is wrong with you? Ain't nothing wrong with me. What the fuck is wrong with you? You done accused me of stealing. The only thing I'm stealing out here today is your face. You out of your fucking mind? Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Come on, sucker. Let's get it on.
Oh, you want to fight? You want to fight? Well, then come on, goddammit. You been fucking me since I'm gonna beat the shit out of your old ass in this motherfucker, too. Yeah. You can punch people in their eyes, right? Right? Bitch.
That all you got?
Yeah, you didn't think it was gonna be like that, right? And now I'm gonna blast your motherfucking...
Nigga, you hit like a bitch.
Oh, you're a little slower than you thought, ain't you, huh? Yeah. I punch like a bitch, huh? Okay. I punch like a bitch? You'll say goodnight to this bitch right now.
I love that movie.
That's my favorite movie of all time ever. I watched the making of that movie, right? And they said, like a lot of scenes they had to do 2 or 3 times. That scene was twice. Okay. Eddie was scared. He goes, man, I'm getting this. This is it. We did it twice. That's over. Eddie. Now, in real life, she was like the mother of everybody. She loved Eddie. She'd rub his little head to it. But during that scene, Eddie was like, man, I'm a little nervous. Okay. And you see how young he was. That was way back in the 80s when that movie came out. But, oh my God, that's a great movie.
That was what, 86?
Somewhere, yeah, 80 something. Somebody figured that out and comment on there. I'll give you 10 inches at the mystery box if you can figure out that. I love that movie. Roofing is hard work and did it in high school. Yeah, I got to where I was building decks and all kind of crap. Pretty soon I owned my own company, and I was well in shape. Let's put it that way. Okay. Dean and Cindy when they get drunk. I like to say this, me and my wife. My wife and I don't fight because my wife knows that I'm trained, so she gives it up. But my wife can shoot. All right, let's just put that out there. So I don't get too loose with the hands with my wife because, I like to eat and sleep.
Yeah.
So and she's a very good shot. So
and she's a Packer fan.
Round as a shape. Yeah. So that's funny. Now, if y'all don't know that movie, I'll play this one right here for you. If y'all don't know why they were fighting in the scene, if you've never seen this movie, this is why they end up fighting.
So, baby, how we doing now?
We made about 200.
200? Your girl's been back there all night. How they only make $200?
You kissed my ass quick. I don't never say nothing to you when the crap table and the bar come up short.
Because the bar and the crap table never come up short, just the girls.
Uh-oh. Now calm down, Vera. Kiss my ass, sugar. I want to know what it is Quick is trying to say.
I ain't trying to say shit. You in charge of the girls, right?
I am in charge of the girls.
Are you in charge of the girls?
I am in charge of the girls.
Okay, the girls are always coming up short. All right, let's get the shit out in the open. The girls are always coming up short. Even when the place is packed, the girls come up short. Now, either you or them got a problem with their arithmetic.
Are you saying I'm stealing?
The man didn't say you stealing, Vera. Now come on over and sit down and shut the fuck up.
You shut the fuck up, Benny. I would tell you to kiss my ass too, but you probably can't find it, you blind motherfucker.
Fuck you, bitch.
In that outfit, she looked like you know what? Maybe I'll go count it again. I didn't carry a 0 or carry a 1 or whatever. Yeah, over there. That movie's hilarious as shit. And then at the end of it, Eddie got whooped, so they got him to get ready to fight. He shoots her in the fucking toe. Oh. She looks at me. You want to shoot people in their pinky toe, huh? Shot her fucking toe off. He goes, that gnarly looking thing, go to the hospital.
It came out in 1989. Eddie Murphy directed it as well.
That's awesome. Richard Pryor, he was Richard.
Yep.
He was Richard. Some of his comedies, his bits were in there, and he hit them. We could have a comment session all day, but who's the greatest comedian alive? Me, but Richard and George. It's hard for me to distinguish between Richard and George. But Eddie was right. I mean,
Eddie's third. It has to be.
And Robin Williams got to be in there somewhere too. But yeah, a lot of people overlook him and say Bill Burr and stuff. Bill Burr to me is not that funny. If you got to dog women to get a laugh, I'm not in all that dogging women. I'll point out the differences between male and female, but I don't know. Just to clarify, I've never hit her. I've been married 21. I didn't think you did. She has hit me with a car. Hey, dude, my wife tried to hit me with a car once too. It wasn't for my cat-like reflexes. She'd hit my ass. I don't hit my wife either. I don't want to tell her this. I'm a little bit, just a little bit scared. Except the time I put cookies in the microwave, and then I was when I put cookies in the microwave, made all that mess. I was extremely scared of her. Then her hair went from red to carrot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you've never heard that story about cookies in the microwave, have you?
No, I haven't heard that story.
I'll tell you, it's fucking epic. It's like my signature joke, and it's not even a joke. The son of a bitch is 125% true, every damn bit of it. But you can't put cookies in the microwave, or used to. You knew microwave you can. I had a microwave. You couldn't put raw cookies in the microwave. It made a mess. The stench, the smoke, looked like he's burning a tire. The smoke roll. Yeah.
I like Joe Coy, the Filipino comedian.
All right, let's get on with let's get on with our stop hitting all these you ignorant. Well, last week we didn't get to do it because we had people on, and we kind of went a little far, but we had our brother from the community, Veterans Community Project, Vincent Morales. He was a great dude. Look him up. Had him on. We didn't get to do this episode, so we're going to do it right now. This episode here, let me share a screen, is our missing persons episode. And please take a good look at these people. If you know anything, see anything, their family would really love some help. All right. Devin Cooper. Okay. That's date of birth, August 29, 1988. Hair black, eyes brown, height 5'5". She looks, doesn't she just look taller to you?
Yeah.
She looks like just that looks like she'd be 5'9", 5'10", but she's 5'5", 145 pound, female, black race. The FBI is offering a reward of up to $10,000 for information leading to the location of Devin Cooper. Devin Cooper was last seen wearing black lemonade braids. I didn't know that was called lemonade braids. Okay, black lemonade braids, black and white summer dress, and black and white baby fat sandals. Wow. Learned something on here. Ms. Cooper is a transgender woman. Okay. Last seen leaving her residence in north side of Columbus, Ohio. Oh, Dean, they're up your way. At approximately 11:30, August 1st, 2021, to go to the corner store. She never returned home. At the time, she was driving her black 2009 Ford Fusion, which was later recovered in the west side of Columbus. Cooper was reported missing to the Columbus Division of the Police September 1st, 2021. Appeared to be a victim of foul play. Now, I read it as I was, but it's actually a male. I don't get all that transgender thing. Look, you're male, you're female. But if you guys, the person's missing, if you know anything, contact them in Ohio. Foul play, they say. That's not good. Found a car Columbus. What do you say? And then I don't think it said how many miles away it was, but yeah, that's just too bad. It's just
Yeah.
hey, when people, I don't care. Let's put all the transgender thing aside right now. That's a human being. Family,
yeah.
Family and foul play. Okay. Different convenience store. I'm somewhere between 5'9" and 6'6", depending on which one I live. I'm somewhere between 5'11" and 6 foot, depending upon what police station I'm at. Who's running it? Which cop's running the tape? If he's ever built a deck, I'm 6'1". If he ain't never built a deck, I'm 5'11", 6 foot. Freaking popo. But anyway, so guys, if you help the family out, that'd be great. Dean, be on the lookout. 5'5". The picture, I thought it was taller.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I thought they're gonna come out 5'9", 5'10", hit me 5'5". Holy crap! All right, and so go back in here. We got that took care of. I'm glad we got missing persons in because I always like to do that. People live in housing units. Now these stats are from July 1st. 2021. This is housing and broke up in America. Who lives where? Housing units. 142,153 and 10 families live in housing units. Okay. Owner occupied. 64.4% of the population. That's quite a bit more than I thought. I didn't, actually quite lower than I thought. I thought it'd be around 70. I'm sorry, I thought it'd be around 70. But yeah, okay. Median value of homeowner occupied housing. $229,800. That's the median value. Where the hell they live?
Was that Ohio?
Median selected monthly owner costs. $1,621. Median selected monthly owner costs without a mortgage. $509. That's all went up. You can tell that's 2021. Median gross rent. The average person pays $1,096 for rent. There's been 1.736 million building permits issued in 2021. That's down. So, but they didn't say if that's for housing, for business, or commercial. It didn't say. So I don't know. That doesn't seem like a lot, man. You know what I'm saying? The economy's supposed to be booming. You figure people would be building new homes and new businesses and buildings all together. And didn't we have a lot of storms the last couple damaging storms? You figured those permits would go up anyway because of storm damage.
Yeah.
That just doesn't seem. I think there's some lying going on.
Yeah, it sounds like some shady stuff.
Or
numbers ain't getting reported right.
Yeah. All right, hit you with this here. The economy. They got this broke down in several different little categories here. The economy in civilian labor force, total percent of the population age 16 over, in a 4-year span, 2016, 2020, 63%. Drastic improvement. It just said drastic improvement. Didn't give me a number. In civilian labor force, female percent of the population, age 16, up. Same 4-year span. 58.4%. Okay, so if the civilian labor force is 63, and the women's part is 58, a lot of women went to work. That's excellent.
Why is unemployment still so damn high?
Unemployment ain't high. It's a myth, because They say it's so low. Nobody's getting unemployment because once you run out of unemployment, you stop being a number to them. They can't count you no more. They don't
That's
know
true.
they don't know what unemployment is.
Yeah.
I had a politician tell me. I'm thinking, why they keep thinking? I don't know why they report it. It's never accurate. And then you got to account for the workforce and labor. Right now, here's an example. They say right now the population is at 3%. The unemployment rate is 3%. Okay, can't be, because everywhere you look, people needing help. Every damn job you come across, people needing help. They're putting ads in papers. They got signs, and you can't drive down the street and not see 15, 20.
Yeah.
Easily. So if they're needing people, and people ain't working, they're unemployed. Why ain't that number up?
Yeah.
Because they don't draw benefits no more. You see how that's what the Biden administration, they finally had to come to realization when they explained all this. This doesn't make sense. He said, well, we can't explain why the workforce is so low. I can explain it to you. You're full of crap. Somebody's lying. That's what's going on. Economy, I was going to say, in the civilian labor force, total percent of population, my bad, I already read it to you. Total health care and social assistance, receipts, revenue. It's 2017 was the best it's been, 2,527,000. 2.5 million, so that's good. Total transportation and warehousing receipts down 800 or almost 900,000. Down.
Wow.
Okay. Total resale 2017 with average of $1,000. Don't say a week, don't say a month. It just says average of $1,000. It's up 4.9 million from, I don't know, doesn't give me what it was, but it just says up. Income and poverty. Median household income in 2020 dollars, 2016 to 2020, 64,994 up. Okay.
Wow.
That's good income. 64,000 used to be 30, 40 something. 45 was a okay. Excellent on that one. Okay. Per capita income in the last 12 months. And this is 2016, 2020. I don't know why they jumped on this chart. Maybe they're trying to show us the best ones. I don't know. What is it? Per capita income past 12 months, $35.3 thousand. So $35,000. Persons in poverty down 11.6%. Okay. Okay. Well, now
wow.
Some of these numbers when Trump was in office, the economy was booming. It's gonna throw everything off. It's gonna.
Yeah.
Where's that better known one? I seen one go by better. Oh, veteran-owned employee firms. That's any job that veterans own, employees people. 3 people or more is what they count. Up 351,000. Wow.
Yeah, they're giving us job incentives if we want to own our own business.
Nice. They reported to put another. Yeah, they do. Yes, they do. But we saved 7 cents last 4th of July. No. You don't do what? Your brother called and missed it. No. What is it? No, go ahead, Dean. Get your brother, man. We're not gonna do a what is it today? Not at all. Probably because my phone screwed me. On the phone, I was like 3 minutes till and I still couldn't download nothing. So, but I do have a what is it? So I'll start next week for that. Roy Anthony, our show, one of our hosts on here, he's on break. He'll be back October 11th. And then that Thursday, he'll be back. It's a Tuesday. That next show Thursday, I'm going to be on live with him. We're going to discuss some things: child support, equality, amongst men and women. Why men don't pay child support? Why more women are paying child support? Things like that. What to do with money? So you don't want to miss that out. The WO Radio Show, first Tuesday in December. I'm going on break. I will not have any shows the whole month of December. As y'all know, that's what time I spend with my family. I'll be back the first Tuesday in January. And hopefully I have the same main co-host, and hopefully Devil Doc will be on board with that also. And we'll rock it. Warrior Fest, November 12th. You don't want to miss out on that. That's going to be a good time. Last November Warrior Fest. So, yeah. There you go. Devil Doc, you got anything else on your list?
No, that's it.
All right. I'm going to play. I was asked to play this. I titled her News Idiot. Okay. People love this little bit from this female. I was going to erase it, but I kept it.
We tried to reach out to the man who died in this pursuit. They were unavailable for comment. Micah, back to you.
I never get tired of that. That never gets tired.
No. David Scott, our last comic standing 2-time champion, will be on the show in 2 weeks.
Oh, awesome.
He's going to come in. He's going to talk about Warrior Fest. He is performing at Warrior Fest, so he's going to be there. He's a show favorite. People love him here. He's the king of clean comedy. Him and Jesus told jokes together. So he's going to be on with us. Also performing at Warrior Fest is Richard Montano. Y'all know about Richard. He's not going to be doing the clean section. So if you tune in, you might want to wait later on to hear him. He's going to be in during the adult after the kids go to bed section. Okay. Unless your kids want to talk about your dick being out. Okay. Because that's what he does. He's a very funny comedian. Y'all will love him. Great guy. Also, Damon Tater Spray. Tater, he's going to be back. He's going to be performing at Warrior Fest. I already got confirmation from him. Roy Anthony is making his Warrior Fest debut. He's going to come out there and perform with me. He's going to make him laugh, do his thing. And, of course, your boy going to be performing. I'm hosting the damn thing, so I better be able to perform there. Jeff Onyx right now is in. He's going to be doing the sound equipment like he did in the last bunch of years. He does a great, fantastic job with the bands. And he might perform on stage. I don't know. Jeff's going through a lot of personal issues. A lot of physical issues, excuse me. And I hope he's all right. But I don't know. He's got some sort of brain damage, and it's too bad. David is just in line the VA. Is that the picture? Actually, that picture was taken at the Cameron VFW. I'll put it back over for you. It's at the Cameron VFW. He was so proud of the way he won that. He's a 2-time winner of the trophy. I just love him again. Operation Veterans Barbecue. If you're in Kansas, anytime ever, go to Operation Veterans Barbecue. They're our sponsor, Matt Brooks. He's a good guy. I love Matt Brooks. He makes sure that I got the Spreaker going, and he makes sure our StreamYard's going. Thank you very much, sir, for your contribution. I got the whole YouTube thing took care of. No warning. It all got taken away. They said I wasn't doing anything wrong. And to the person who told on me, something wrong with me. All right. Enough of that foolishness. You got a fantasy league football I'm part of with Sports Church, part of VRS. Right now, there's 3 of us that haven't been beat. I'm one of them people. I've been beat.
Till next week.
However, I won't be beat again. I won't be beat next week either. Now, I was lucky to put a team on the field this week. Okay, I had 6 people. I had IR. I had 4 questions. I had a guy that was questionable, but he played and then played a part. Started getting me some points, and he gets hurt. And then I had a moron throughout the freaking game.
And now he's suspended for a game.
I had Mike Evans, this moron. Okay. Apologize, Great Spirit, for my thoughts. Anyway, how do you make $14 million and can't control your freaking? Every year he gets into it with this guy. Really? Anyway, so I'm looking pretty rough. Then I turn around and my kicker gives me 12 points, and it lined up where all I needed was. And I ended up winning by 17. It shouldn't have happened, but I did. But so we got that going on. But catch Devil Dock and Island Sports Church on Sundays. We talk about football, baseball, basically NASCAR. Anything. Sometimes we talk about silly crap. MMA's on there. Catch us on there if you're into that stuff. If you're paying attention right now at all, even if you're not a news person right now, kind of follow the St. Louis Cardinals right now, because Albert Pujols is about to do something in the modern era we hadn't seen in a while. Okay. He's about to, if you follow, he's at 698 career home runs. Okay. He's trying to get to 700. There ain't but a couple weeks left in the season. I think he'll pull it off. Okay. I'm not sure how far he'll make it, but he's never tested positive for steroids. Okay. So there's only 3 people that's in the 700 club: Barry Bonds, Hank Aaron, and Babe Ruth. That's it. Alex Rodriguez got to 696.
Yep.
And he couldn't do it. Albert passed him. He gets in there. There'll be 4 people that are now in the 700 club. And what a feat, ladies and gentlemen. What an absolute great accomplishment. I think he's retiring, although some of my counterparts think he might come back another year.
I think he might. If he doesn't hit 700,
yeah,
I think he'll.
That's where we're at. If he hits the 700, is he coming back? If he hits 700, I don't think he's going to come back. I think he's going to walk off in the sunset. But then look, he's still in relatively pretty good shape. He might come back and try to go for Barry Bonds' record.
He still could if he DHs somewhere.
I mean, the man can still hit. I mean, and when he hits the ball, it sounds different than anybody else. So I'm telling you, it sounds like he just knocked the cover off it. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, he ain't got the Mark McGwire 565, 600-foot towering beast shots, but it don't make a difference. Over the wall is over the wall. So, anyway, check that out. And Albert Pujols, he's doing a good thing. Coming up, I want to say, listen, if you're going to vote, make sure you register.
Mm-hmm.
Go get yourself registered. Find out what county, where you vote at, whatever around here, county, whatever county you live in. You got to go to the state that holds your courthouse, I think it is, and vote there, or fire station, whatever. We have some weird places to vote around here. But go get registered, and vote. Your vote is critical. Listen, if you're not a Democrat, vote. If you're not a Republican, vote. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Go vote in November. I think it's November 8th. I believe it's the election.
Yeah, second Tuesday.
Second Tuesday. So it'd have to be one of those big numbers.
And your local election is always more important.
Yes, and that
always
good, absolute good segue. That's what I want to talk to you about. We all talk about on here about your presidents and all this and your federal government. Listen, that makes up about 10-20% of your life. Okay, the majority of your life is your local governments, your states, your counties, okay, your cities. Those are the most important things to make your life easier. Okay. Yeah, I know gas control federal, but your state's also got tax on that gas. Okay. Your governor is the most important man in your state, period, in the story. Okay. Your town, now understand something though. If you live in a city, you got a mayor. He's got his cronies. And you live in the county, you got a commissioner. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the thing. I really wish they changed some of this because, listen, if the state makes a law, counties trump the law, and then the cities will trump the law, or vice versa. They make laws again. This is the things we need to worry about. When it comes time to vote, we need to ask these people these things. What are you going to do for us about laws? I don't care who's reading the teleprompter up in Washington, D.C. My roads are terrible. What are you going to do, sir? Or there's no fuel available, heating fuel, kerosene, whatever you heat your home with. It's not available by here. We got to get it from somewhere else, cost more money. What are you going to do about that, sir? You got a surplus build up. Ask these questions. A lot of people don't think about asking about surplus material. They run out of Walmart and get it. Some places don't have a Walmart. Some places Walmart's too damn far away. You can't afford the gas to drive there. These little towns are being choked out. These little, I live in the town I live in Hamilton, Missouri, but I'm actually part of a town called Nettleton, Missouri. Nettleton don't have a post office. So it's a village. So I'm actually part of Hamilton, Missouri. I live deep in the country. It got choked out. Couldn't get supplies. It was too little. Nobody cared. Nobody cared. The international transportation and your state transportation, two different things. Okay. So all I'm trying to tell you is, I know it's boring to death, but read up on some of these things when you go vote in your local elections. Is that sheriff sneaking around watching girls undress? Get him out of there. I'm not saying you have one. I'm just an example. County commissioner tells you he's buying 8 or 9 lawnmowers for the county. Riding lawnmowers, tell you they're $4,000 or $5,000, and you open the shed up, and there's a bunch of push mowers in there. Okay, he bought some lawnmowers, all right. Average push mower, $200, maybe, with a bag on it more. Okay, the zero turns are a hell of a lot more. The difference in his pocket. It happens. Find out what happened to rock salt. All these things that matter during voting. School funds. Is the schools being funded right? Why are you paying for school and you got no kids in school? That's a question. I don't want to pay
your local school board.
Yeah, I don't. My kids are grown.
Yeah,
but every time I pay, I got to pay for a school that got built. I don't mind helping them out, but when they turn around and they want to throw me out of a meeting, that's bullshit. So the elections coming up. These are things we need to worry about. There's still laws on the books that affect us every day that shouldn't be there. We make jokes about some of these laws we read. Somebody's did these things. Somebody's made these laws. Okay, people you voted for have made these laws. So it's critical. It's critical now more than ever that you exercise your right to vote.
Mm-hmm.
Or if something bad happens, you really ain't got shit to say. I mean, you can bitch because you want to, because a lot of people bitch about everything. But you really got nothing to say if you don't go vote. You can't be, well, you got something to say, but you can't be mad. I didn't want him in there. Did you vote? No. No. My vote wouldn't have mattered. Hell.
You don't know that.
Did you vote? No. All right. So go vote. Go vote. Go do your thing. Things like that. Some of the laws in your state, like dry county, that's becoming a big thing. A lot of counties will become dry counties. Why? What's the purpose of not selling liquor in your county? Is it just a religious thing? Because I got a deal over here. Let me see where it says. The percent of religious people have dropped
way down.
National. Used to be between 68 and 72% of the population was religious, and hard religious, not just casual religion. I mean, Sunday they were beating the pavement to church and then get home, maybe watch some football. Now it's between 45 and 52. I know it's a big gap. That's just what the numbers that they gave me, because they really don't know. Okay. So if it's not a religious thing, why is it a dry county? Is it because of wrecks and DWIs? Listen, I'm not the guy to blame the bar for somebody driving and wrecking, because at the end of the day, if you're drinking alcohol, you're obviously a grown-ass adult.
Mm-hmm.
Don't drink another wreck. Don't get behind the wheel. Now, did I do it? Yes. Oh, my God, yes, I was guilty of that. Never got caught. And never got hurt and never hurt nobody else. I was very lucky. And I didn't want to do it because I didn't want to leave my vehicle set nowhere. I should have called somebody to drop me off and pick me up. You know, there's other ways. So why are we becoming dry counties? Are you familiar with the term dry county, Doc?
Yep. I used to live in a dry county when I lived in Texas.
What's the problem? What do you think why do you think more and more counties want to be dry counties now? There's a lot of revenue in alcohol. There's a lot of revenue in alcohol sales.
There is, but then
Yes.
there's also a lot of private revenue. Like in the city I lived in Texas, the other half of the street, the other side of the street was wet.
Mm-hmm.
So if you were a restaurant on the dry side and you wanted to sell alcohol, you had to buy a $25 membership for a $4 beer. So your bill just went up more, and you had to go to another county over to go get your liquor, or you just came over to my house and I gave you a cut rate because I might have been bootlegging beer out of my house. but it was
what's the percentage of the people doing that? You know,
not many, but
the reason prohibition was killed back in the day because they could make too much money off alcohol by giving a tax stamp and selling it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, whether religious people like it or not, bars are profitable. A decent bar is highly profitable.
And they do have that new law now where if you are in a wreck or in a DUI, not only are you responsible, but depending on your alcohol level and you were overserved and they let you leave that building, that restaurant now is also in trouble.
See, I disagree with that. Dean, I'll get to your thing here in a minute. I disagree with that. You are a grown man. It's not up to me to police what you drink. If I'm a bartender, I got other shit to do besides worry about how much you drink. What if I'm washing out a glass and my back to you? You and a party of three walk the hell out, drunker and skunks, get in a vehicle and drive off. How the hell am I supposed to know that?
Exactly.
You know, so I got a real problem with that. Everybody's so sue happy, want to sue. To sue the bar. Why? You gonna sell forks for making you fat and getting diabetes?
Exactly.
So what's now? So what now? We sue DWIs. We start suing Ford Motor Company, for example. You know, because that truck was the headlights were too bright, and shut up. You know, that's the problem I have with that. I don't mean that. You know,
oh no, and I know in a lot of some states that are now trying to switch to dry counties, it's because the DUI rate is so high.
Well, no, that I understand, but they could buy that at any convenience store around there that sells alcohol. You can buy that anywhere. Listen, what are we going to do about the people who smoke and die of secondhand smoke? We're going to start suing Marlboro and shit. Why isn't there people dying of cigarette smoke and people smoking cigarettes and they're dying for emphysema? Why ain't they sell Marlboro? Because Marlboro's smart enough to know hey, I'm not telling you to smoke this son bitch. I'm offering you product. It's up to you to buy it or not. So I got a problem with people want to sue the person to give it. I said gun shop. If somebody gets sued, they want a gun shop. Gun shop don't know what the hell you're gonna do with a gun. If you're an evil person, you can walk in and say, yeah, hey, give me that 203 there, or 223 556. Give me that one. You got a 40 cal? Yeah, give me this. Man, I'm gonna run down there and shoot the hell out of school. How many rounds is it? The store will reach over there and slap him beside his monkey head. But he
Beat him to death, probably.
Yeah, I got your school right here, you son of a butt stroke you. I think people are just. I'm not being oversensitive and not caring about loved ones who people have lost. That's not. I understand that, but come on, you know, you're gonna make it work.
There's a point, and then it's past the point of you're actually doing good to help.
Yeah, it's a good bar. Dean says a good bar is profitable for 10 years easily. And if you bring in live entertainment, you bring in every. What did I read one time? Every 10 people you bring in to watch live entertainment, you retain 2 of them as customers. Going on 20%. That's excellent bar sales. Okay. Dean put up something a while ago, and I want to hit on this because it's fresh in my head, and he's absolutely correct. Right here. Put caps on taxes, fed, state, and local. American people have been taxed to death. Here's the deal. If you live in a city, you pay city and county tax. I don't live in a city. I live in a county. I just pay county tax. Is that right for you is that right for me? Because here's the argument I go both ways. I drive in the city to do business. I'm driving on your roads. Your buildings are using wear and tear. I'm contributing to that. I shop. I got to buy my stuff somewhere. I got to go into a town to get my stuff. Okay. That being said, I don't want to pay city county tax. If your counter to that would be, yeah, if he's buying all stuff, why don't we just pay one tax, just a county tax, or just a state tax?
State tax. State tax.
State tax one time. Figure in, everybody in the state of Missouri or Pennsylvania or Deans in Ohio, whatever, one tax. Okay, this city tax, let's say the city adds 1 cent. The county adds another 2 cents. State adds 5 to 7. Okay. 3 cents don't sound like much, but 3 cents you, 3 cents me, 3 cents Dean. If your city population's 18,000, that's 3 cents every day.
That's a lot. God
And
forbid you have over 100,000 in your city.
you're not getting proper representation with that tax money.
Mm-mm.
Take state of Missouri, for example. State of Missouri has their 20th. I think it's higher now. 20th is the worst roads in the 50 states. Why? Every state touching us has way better roads than we do. When we come out of Iowa, my wife and I travel from Iowa or Arkansas or Oklahoma, wherever. As soon as we get to the Missouri border, we know. We know we're in Missouri because the roads are terrible. So, one tax. Personal property tax, to me, should be against the fucking law.
Exactly.
Okay? I'm not going to sit here and tell you to cheat taxes, but I understand. Okay? The reason why a lot of people don't have things is because they don't want to be taxed. They don't want to have a boat because they don't want to be taxed. Because they can't afford it, they don't want to be taxed on it every year. A four-wheeler. Okay? They want to start taxing people on these zero-turn lawnmowers. That's a tool. Okay? When I had my construction company going, they wanted to try to tax me on my tools. I wasn't stupid. I didn't put that shit down for property tax. Okay? The lady kept sending me this deal. So you got construction, you got tools. We need to know your tools. I said, ma'am, I ain't telling you shit. I said, do you write on your tools? She said, what? I said, did your husband have a saw? Yeah. Did you write that down? She said, never mind. I don't want you to write that down. You see where we're going with this?
Yep.
So personal property tax is criminal, and they're not doing nothing with it. If you pay, let's say 10% of your home, your take home, I mean, you're tax free for the rest of the year. I think about the economy boost that'll create. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And get rid of a freaking sales tax too. Jesus.
It's something else they're doing. And I didn't know this because I'm grandfathered in. But my son, my daughter, and her fiance, he's been her fiance for so long, she can't get married till she gets divorced from early. Anyway, long complete redneck story. But they're buying a house. Okay. He came to me and said, what do you pay every year for property tax or for insurance? I said, I think I pay $750 a year. He said, where? I told him. He gets quote back $2,200, $3,200. His yearly tax. I said, well, I haven't figured in your payment. You won't hardly know it, right? Well, he did that and drove the payment way up. And I'm thinking, why? Why you got to pay so much when I don't have to pay? They said, because they're using your credit now.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's bullshit. Because men, and this is facts, men have worse credit than women. Or excuse me, women worry more about your credit than men do. Men don't give a shit about credit. We don't care about having credit cards. We got money in our pocket. That's our budget. Whatever's in my pocket is my budget. Okay. Women, they got, they have the credit cards. They care about that. They care about that credit. What's your credit? Oh, I don't know, one. I don't care. Right. My wife, she got my credit score way the hell up. Putting credit cards in my name, things in my name, paying, and she take them out, switch them around. She built my credit. I didn't even know what a credit score even was. When her married, this is my second marriage. I didn't even know what a credit score even was. And what the hell's a credit score? I don't know. my credit score, I think when I married her was 3 something in threes because I just never had anything. I bought anything cash. Never had a credit card. Didn't care. I did have a couple issues. I got sued over a couple issues. My ex-wife and me, we got divorced, and that obviously knocked your stuff down. My wife built it all up. Men, we don't care. So our credit is a little worse, maybe, but we're up there now. But they're going off credit. I think that's bullshit because they don't know what kind of person you are. They don't know what kind of hardship you had.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe you're starting over.
Well, credit scores only became a thing in 87, 88.
And no one took it seriously until here recently, I guess. So I don't know when that happened, but yeah, he can't get. I mean, my taxes, my personal property tax ain't that high at all on my home, or not personal property, real estate property tax on the house. And I guess I got grandfathered in because now, I mean, these guys, I mean, $750. People are like, where are you at? Where are you at? I want that too. I always thought that was high.
I have 0.
0 credit score? Or?
No, I don't pay personal property tax.
Oh, you don't own your own home?
I do.
Oh. Okay.
I'm 100% disabled.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So if you factor
How's that work?
if you factor in your disability rating from the VA and you use your VA home loan, even somebody with 10%, that's a huge chunk of change taken off your personal property tax. And it all goes off of if you use the VA home loan. If you're at 100%, you don't pay nothing.
Huh. Because I tried to pull that trick and they wouldn't let me do it on a refi, and they wouldn't let me do it originally either. So I had to look into all that.
I would look into it.
Who would a veteran contact if they wanted to do that?
Vet for Homes and Homes for Heroes.
Okay, because I got my mortgage company's Freedom Mortgage.
Okay,
and they're veteran based, but
yeah, check out Veterans United.
Dean said credit is a scam. Now, how are you? Credit score just means you are a good slave. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly correct. Exactly right. Well, guys, we're coming out to the end of the show. We managed to limp it to the freaking computer problem or phone problems I had. I couldn't upload everything I want to upload. That being said, we had a great show tonight. I want to thank you all for tuning in. We had some good viewership there for a second. Great number. It all counts as views. We appreciate it so much. Thank you, YouTube, for letting us go and understanding what's going on here. Helping out the veterans. Twitch, Twitter. Thank you guys for all that. Or not Twitter. Twitter kissed my ass yet. Twitch for going along. Catch us again next Tuesday, 6 to 8. Again, we're going to have some excellent people on here. I'll talk about her son lost his battle with suicide, a Marine, or her family member. I thought she said son, but my wife said it was her nephew. Either way, they're having a ride for him. Raise a little money. I'm going to do the auction. I'm probably going to be the auctioneer for that. I'm a real good auctioneer. So tune in. November 2nd. It's going to be great. I'm going to see if we can't maybe upload some photos on here on our website for that. What a great bunch of people. I'm sorry for the loss. It's terrible. I wish I would have got to know the Marine. You know, maybe I could have talked him out of it. You know, yeah. Somebody could have. It's tried to do. But they're going to be on next week, and we got David Scott, or my brother in crime, coming on again here before long. He was supposed to be on today, but he wasn't able to make it. Something came up to the last second. And you know David Scott, he would never back out of nothing. So y'all know him. He's a good dude. Got to come in. Mystery box. We're going to be giving it away now at Warrior Fest, November 12th. It's got a few things in it. It hadn't got as much in there as I thought. Hadn't had donations this year like we normally have, but it's got quite a few neat things in there. We already gave it away, so I'll continue to give it away. There's a nice pocket knife, Smith & Wesson pocket knife, new in the package. Okay, new in the package, beautiful Smith pocket knife, huge, big, beautiful, nice pocket knife for y'all. It's in there. It's worth it. Got a good value on. I don't know what it's worth, but it's worth a lot of money. Anything's worth a lot of money, man. When you're broke. So we got that going on. A couple bands gonna be performing. Some comedians gonna be performing. If you're out there and you want to perform at the Warrior Fest, let me know. If you're a band and want to perform, let me know. Got a limited time to get in on that. We'll start making flyers, getting them passed out. Double Doc, you give us your out, please.
Thank you for having me on. It was great. Just want everybody to know you're not alone. If you know anybody that's struggling, reach out to them. Anything at all. I mean, the slightest little laugh, or go and visit them. Get them out of their element. Take them for a cup of coffee. The slightest little thing will help. And if you can make that person go through all three types of emotions, laughing, thinking, and crying, that's a full day. And my eyes, because I'm struggling with cancer, you don't need a doctor. So, and just enjoy your life, have fun, look every day as a new adventure, and fill it full of love, memories, and thoughts. So that's all I got to say. And I'll see you next week.
Well, thank you very much for that. Dean Turner says, I have a Smith & Wesson pocket knife sitting next to me. It's gutted a lot of deer and pigs. Well, this one ain't quite that big, but hey, Smith & Wesson's a good product. So anyway, I'm going to piggyback off what he said there, guys. We got a lot of things going on. There's a lot of organizations out there. If you don't want to talk to a veteran organization, dial 988. Okay, 988. They'll help you out. You can now. I guess you could text this thing. You can call. You can text. You can do all kind of things. 911 for emergency. 988 for your head. Okay. Get yourself checked out. We don't want to lose you guys. We need everybody here in this fight. And Republican, Democrat, I don't care. I don't want nobody committing suicide. It doesn't. Unless you're child molester, then good riddance. But other than that, we love everybody. There you got fans of Dean Cerny. You got Show Mom. I can go on and on and on about the names. Julie. Anybody on there, get a hold of them. You can talk to anybody anytime. Devil Doc here, he's he's battling cancer. He's in a fight for his life. His head's up. He's positive. He reads. He's a very intelligent individual. What the hell he's hanging around me for, I don't know. But he's a very intelligent individual, and he's loved, and people love him. That being said, guys, always remember, diamonds are rocks, and they come from the ground. Okay, they're rocks, and they come from.
Yeah.
Whoa. Anyway, go back and watch the first part of the show, guys, to understand what the hell I'm talking about on that. I'm Richie Redneck Pimp King, Bad Man of Comedy. You guys have been great. We love you guys. Take care of yourselves and each other. It's nighttime now. It's getting darker and darker. Summer's almost here. I think tomorrow is summertime. End of summer, excuse me. 22nd. No. 22nd
Yeah.
on Thursday. Thursday's the last day of summer. Get yourselves out there. Get what you done. Weather's gonna be cool. As I say in my native tongue, it's nighttime, so I want to tell you good night. Usta, Usvi. Until we meet again, Dorn Dog Ahoy. I'm Richie. On behalf of everyone here at WO Entertainment Network, Devil Doc, Commander, hope you get feeling better. We'll see you guys later. Take care.